What's good, y'all? It's Jeff Lightsy Jr., and it is Super Bowl week. I know it's been a really tough week in sports with the passing of Kobe Bryant, and we'll always remember his life and legacy. But there is a game that's going to be played on Sunday, and it is the Super Bowl, the biggest game in all of football in the world for the entire year. We have the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like an ultimate battle with two types of styles, two types of generations almost, right? Like you got the 49ers as hardcore, tough defense, run the ball in your face, smash mouth football. And you got the Chiefs, the high flying Chiefs who throw it all over the field. Patrick Mahomes, 50 touchdowns. The fastest players in the world are all on the Chiefs, right? Like they just run faster than everybody, and have a defense that plays in a style that is underrated and overlooked, right? And they're looked at as a finesse team, whereas the 49ers are the in-your-face, hit-you-in-the-mouth kind of team, and that's why this Super Bowl matchup is so interesting, right? Like, and it's a young second-year head coach who's all about the new age NFL, but who doesn't throw the ball over the field, who runs the ball, who had a running back go for 200 yards in a championship game, but gets like 10 sacks a game, and you got the older coach is supposed to be more old school, but he's the high flying new age revolutionary offense with the revolutionary quarterback in Andy Reid. Andy Reid versus Kyle Shanahan. So it is like so crazy, so many storylines. But I'm gonna give my predictions and give some of my X factors, like the X factors for both teams of this game, since the game is Sunday. And I'm going to start off with the 49ers. So the 49ers have Jimmy G, who's really had a relatively easy time, to say the least. As easy as you can get into the Super Bowl, right? Like he's only had to throw so many passes, not a lot of passes. I think under 20 passes in both games going to, in both the divisional round and the championship round. Because he's had a great running game. Raheem Mostert went for 200 yards, not 200 touchdowns, wow. 200 yards rushing and 4 touchdowns in their last game. But he's relied heavily on the defense, and that's why two players on the defense are the X factors. D Ford, Nick Bosa. And that's easy. It was an easy pick because those guys have to be able to create pressure with just 4. If you can get pressure on Patrick Mahomes with Ford, Bosa, Armstead, and DeForest Buckner, they will win this game, and it might not be close. If those 4 can get pressure on Patrick Mahomes and not allow him to get the ball into the hands of those speedy receivers and Cheetah and Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, McCole Hardman, if he can't get the ball to him if he's on the ground. You know what I mean? Like if they're getting sacks and they're getting pressure, if the 49ers get 5 sacks in this game, they will win this game. And I think it might not be close because they'll be able to dominate time of possession, running the ball. I think the Chiefs defense, as underrated as it's been all year, they are still the weakness of this team. I mean, if they have a weakness, it's the running game and it's their defense. So they're still the weakness of this team. And Tennessee was able to exploit it early. They were able to exploit it early, but once Patrick Mahomes got rolling, it was hard for Tannehill to match Mahomes' throw for throw. Now, I don't think Jimmy G will have to match Mahomes' throw for throw, but I think his defense is so much better than Tennessee's, and Tennessee's defense is really good, but I think the 49ers defense is so much better that Jimmy G will just have to make plays in spots, like make plays at certain moments of the game, and I think he's capable of doing that. And for the Chiefs, their X factor is Travis Kelce. And now the reason why Travis Kelce is the X factor for the Chiefs is because the 49ers play a lot of zone. So they're going to play a lot of zone, try to make you think, hold on to the ball while their guys get in your backfield, right? Like you get their guys in the backfield. But the great thing about Patrick Mahomes and part of his greatness is he is able to move outside of the pocket. He's able to scramble and make plays. And because he's able to scramble and extend plays, who is his number one guy when he's making those plays? It's Travis Kelce. We saw it in the game against the Houston Texans, and we saw it again against the Titans about how when he's moving and scrambling, he's looking to go deep, but he always have the safety blanket that is Travis Kelce. So Travis Kelce is someone that's going to be able to find the soft spots in those zones. They're going to want to hit it over the top to Tyreek Hill and McCole Hardman. They're going to try to hit one deep, obviously, or hit multiple deep. But the guy that is always reliable is Mr. Travis Kelce. And that's why I think he's got to have a big game for them to come out on top over the 49ers. I think Travis Kelce's going to have to exploit his matchup, find those soft spots in the zone, and once he starts doing that, may have to force the 49ers to go man, and that's when you hit those shots over the top to Watkins, Hardman, and of course Tyreek Hill. So I got the two D ends for the 49ers being the X factor, D Ford, Nick Bosa. I got Travis Kelce being the X factor over for Kansas City. And so with all that being said, who I think is going to win? Like, who is the better team? Who's going to be the better team on Sunday? It's just tough, y'all. Like I said, it's a battle of two contrasting styles. But I think the new age prevails. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and their high-flying, fast-paced, call it finesse football, over-the-top style of play is going to be too much. And it's going to prevail 27-21 over the San Francisco 49ers. I think the 49ers are a great team and have a solid foundation with a bunch of young pieces. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys in contention for a Super Bowl every year. But I think this is Patrick Mahomes' time. I do think Andy Reid has worked his way from the ground up and has scratched and clawed and grinded so hard for a Super Bowl, and I think he has a special talent, a legit special talent in Patrick Mahomes, and that will finally get him over the top to win him a Super Bowl. He's the most winningest coach, right, to never win a Super Bowl, right? So I think Andy Reid finally gets his first Super Bowl. The Chiefs get their first Super Bowl in 50 years. One of the cornerstones of the NFL hasn't had a Super Bowl in 50 years. I think they win their Super Bowl this year over the 49ers. 27-21. Thanks again for watching. My name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I got the Chiefs over the 49ers, but maybe you like the 49ers, and tell me why and who are your X factors. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.